I do indeed have a theory, but what's yours?
A ruby was stolen in London. One of the legendary Eyes of the Sphinx. The second jewel, an emerald, is rumored to be in a Swiss bank vault, if I remember correctly. Both jewels were supposed to be exhibited together in Cairo for the first time in 50 years. It does make one wonder.
Indeed. Any news about the robbery in London?
Quite something, wasn't it? It must have been professionals. The way they disabled one of the best security systems in the world. Most impressive.
People were injured.
Well, one cannot execute a robbery of that scale without collateral damage. It seems like the Raven has finally found a worthy successor. We can look forward to new and spectacular coups.
I'm afraid I won't enjoy his exploits this time around if the new Raven is so reckless.
That's your prerogative.
May I borrow your newspaper?
You can take the section with the article on the burglary. You're interested in that bit, aren't you?
You caught me out.
Here you go.
Dankeschön. There's something else. Do you know where the conductor is?
I'd like to know that myself. I told him to search for my missing suitcase in Zurich. He hasn't got back to me yet. He's probably in cahoots with the thieves, and didn't bother getting back on the train. If we don't crack down on vermin like them, the rabble will rule the world one day.
Well, at the moment, we still don't know what really happened.
He's not here doing his job. That's bad enough.
Auf Wiedersehen, Dr. Gebhardt.
Goodbye, Constable. It was a pleasant chat, really.
Merde.
The ladder leads up to the roof. It will be suicidal to climb up there while the train is at full speed. The wind, tunnels... No, I'll stay down here. I strongly suspect that the door is locked. No, it's open. Hello? Wow.
Don't move a muscle, you feathered fiend!
Put the gun down, Robert. If I may introduce Constable Robert Oliver from the Yard. This is the revered Constable Zellner of the Swiss police, who obviously couldn't control his curiosity.
Then I was right. You really do want to lure someone into a trap.
That's none of your business.
Perhaps that someone recently struck in London.
And how would I bait my trap then?
With an eye? An eye on its way from Zurich to Cairo?
Someone has done his homework. Well done, Constable.
I hope you'll acknowledge that I, as a Swiss policeman, can undertake investigations in my own country.
Are we still in Switzerland?
I could be your eyes on the train as long as you're here in the freight car.
Oh, really?
Serious PD.
There is a certain Professor Lucien on the train. He's an archaeologist from London.
And what's his story?
Well, it seems someone locked him out of his compartment.
Locked him out.
Well, yes. The door is locked.
Si seulement tu
He's
me voyais
standing
près.
outside without a key.
Was it locked from inside?
It may have been. Do you think the locked door could be important?
Professor Lucien.
Si seulement tu me voyais près, tu ne m'appellerais pas bébé.
Well then, Constable Zellner, be my eyes and ears on the train and see that Professor Lucien gets back into his compartment. Report back to me when you're through.
My pleasure, monsieur. What do you know of this Raven's heir?
He tried to blow me up.
Robert, we don't know who we're dealing with yet.
In any event, the new Raven is a more dangerous man than the old one.
How do you know it's a man? Could just as easily be a woman.
Or several men.
And anyway, how do you know that it's a new Raven?
Monsieur?
Never
À la
mind.
tienne, hein.
I go attend to the door now.
Good. And Constable Zellner,
Yes?
don't bother us unless you have something new to report.
Of course. A thief might get anxious if there's too much activity in the freight car.
Exactement. Knock twice. Then we'll know that it's you.
Understood. An investigation on behalf of Legrand that takes me one step closer. If I can convince him of my competence, I might even be able to see this case through to the end. I made the acquaintance of Dr. Gebhardt on the platform in Zurich. This is the steward's, but as long as he's not around, he won't be upset if I take a look. I need a bit of wire or something like that to pick the lock. I'll leave the scissors here. If I need them, I know where to find them. The steward must have forgotten the toothpicks. Normally he would offer them discreetly after dinner. The steward must have forgotten the toothpicks. Normally... I need a bit of wire or something like that. This is the steward's oak, but as long as he's not around, he won't be upset if I take a look. This is the steward, but as long...
what is it?
Whoever that is, James, ask them whether they found my purse and then closed the door. The noise on this train is driving me crazy.
You're missing a purse. Was it stolen?
At the very least, I cannot find it, sir.
It was stolen.
When was the last time the Baroness saw her purse?
What?
In Zurich, on the platform, sir.
I just asked where you last saw your purse.
In Zurich on the platform. James, tell him that I still had it when I got out to stretch my legs.
The Baroness says...
Maybe you lost it there.
What?
The Baroness never loses anything, sir.
I never lose anything.
Very well then. I shall be on the lookout for your purse. If I might ask you a few questions about your fellow passengers.
I thought he was looking for my purse. James, tell him to look for my purse.
The Baroness wishes that you search for her purse.
But couldn't we perhaps... All right. First, the purse. I will have a look around.
Thank you, sir.
You can easily lock the compartment door from inside by turning a little knob.
But I didn't lock it.
Professor, if you had locked the door from in there, you wouldn't be out here.
That's true.
I don't believe that... It's no use. The bolt is too short to get a good grip on it. Perhaps a thoughtful conductor noticed that Professor Lucien wasn't in his compartment and locked it. We Swiss are crazy about trains. We don't just have a lot of railroads. We have the most beautiful ones in the world.
Would you be so kind as to close them? I don't want to sit in the draught.
Oh, pardon me. Should I ask for an autograph? That would be quite unprofessional. But on the other hand... This is the first car. The coal tender should be directly beyond this door, and in front of it, the engine. The large map shows the unfortunately. If I may trouble you once more. A passenger is missing her purse. Perhaps you've seen it.
So, there are thieves on the train.
It's been missing for some time now. Probably since Zurich.
The Swiss don't let go of money easily, do they? Oh, pardon me. No, I haven't seen the purse.
Have a good trip.
Thank you.
Je trouve le porte-monnaie, il est peut-être possible.
have no reason to bother the violinist. He can stay in the stuffy air if he prefers. He doesn't make a very... And he of all? Professor Lucien?
Yes? Do you have the key?
Actually, I want it.
Please. I have to go back to my compartment.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes?
A passenger's purse has gone missing. I suppose you haven't seen it.
Sorry, no.
Nor have I.
Have you asked my little boy? Maddie is good at finding things.
I haven't asked him yet, but I will. Goodbye, Mrs. Miller.
Goodbye, Constable.
Hello, Dr. Gebhardt.
Ah, Mr. Zellner.
I meant to ask, the Baroness is missing her purse.
A baroness? This train is really full of the creme de la creme. The queen of crime is over there, and now a baroness as well.
Have you seen the purse?
Unfortunately, no. Do you know Lady Westmacott? You were talking to her.
Well, I'm an admirer of her work.
Like so many others. I once read in the newspaper that only Shakespeare and the Bible sell more copies than her crime novels.
I read that too.
She must be filthy rich. As a doctor, I'd have to work 1,000 years to earn that kind of money.
Auf Wiedersehen, Dr. Gebhardt.
Goodbye, Constable. It was a pleasant chat, really.
A box with a padlock. I suppose it contains tools for the train's crew, maybe for coupling and uncoupling the cars. At any rate, it's positioned so that it's easier to reach from the ground than from up here. Locked.
Bang! Bang! Don't move!
Matt, have you gone mad?
I'll shoot! Hey, my pistol!
You'll get it back in Venice. I could have fallen under the wheels.
I thought you were a ghost.
Ghosts don't exist.
They do too. Once you flew past the window.
Yes, sure. Now get moving.
Oh, man.
Inspector Legrand?
Anything to report?
Baroness von Trebitz told me that she's missing her purse.
Baroness von Trebitz. Interesting.
Indeed, sir.
But it has nothing to do with our case.
So I shouldn't concern myself with the matter.
Why not? It's your job as a policeman. But don't expect me to be particularly interested in a lost purse.
I'll get back to work now.
Good.
Ça passe. Bah, j'ai fait des parties aussi sur ma Switch. J'ai failli faire un top 1 d'ailleurs. J'ai failli faire un top 1. Mais je n'ai que failli.
Oh, Constable?
Je n'ai que failli.
Yes, ma'am.
My son didn't make any trouble for you, I hope. It's just that he just walked past us, silent and seething. That's usually a sign that someone's laid down law.
I'm afraid so. He played a trick on me, a rather dangerous one. The lad left me no choice but to take away his wooden pistol as a punishment.
I understand. And thank you. Maddie is a very lively child. Sometimes he needs a strong fatherly hand.
Where is Matt's father, if I may ask?
He's gone.
Ah, I understand.
Could you, leave Maddie's pistol here, perhaps? So you don't have to bother with it?
Of course. I told him he wouldn't get it back until Venice.
Very well. Thank you again, Constable.
Hello, Matt. Oh, come on. Are you going to be angry with me for the rest of the trip?
Until I get my pistol back.
I gave it to your mother.
Oh man, couldn't you have just raked me over the coals?
Would you have learned anything from that?
I didn't learn anything from this either.
Come on, Matt. Did you really think that you can ignore me for longer than I can? I'm Swiss. It's practically a national sport. I have no reason to bother the violinist. He can stay in the... We Swiss are crazy. We don't just have a lot of railroads. We have the most...
J'ai réussi à faire un top 1. Enfin, j'ai failli faire un top 1. J'ai failli faire un top 1. Mais je n'ai que failli.
The violinist is a good-looking fellow. One can only hope that his violin is better tuned than... The bolt is too short to get... I'm at a loss without...
Putain, ouais, mais... Ah. Les deux bébourins. C'est que t'as pas de chance alors.
Lady Westmacott.
Constable Zellner, how can I help you?
C'est que t'as pas de...
I was wondering if you might...
Sign your book, Constable Zellner?
If it isn't too much of an inconvenience.
Of course it's an inconvenience, but only a small one. You are welcome.
Thank you so very much. Another time. Farewell, Lady Westmacott.
Constable?
Ouais, ça malheureusement.
I'd better let him read his newspaper if I don't have any pressing questions.
Ça malheureusement.
I need a bit of wow. I'll leave the...
Je peux pas le prendre la place.
I'll leave the scissors here. If I need them... Who'd have thought that one... A shortwave radio.
Ah mais moi j'en fais pas de mur moi. J'en fais pas de mur moi. J'en fais pas. Moi je fais pas de mur, je fais pas de marche, je fais rien de tout ça.
The Baroness seems to have... I better not bother her until... First, I better see about getting the door open. It doesn't seem like I'll get it. There could be many reasons for the violin. My money's on alcohol. Matt is digging in his heels. I won't get anything out of him as long as he's angry with me.
Non, pas forcément, non. Pas forcément.
The train covers a distance. In many cities they entertain. It's uncomfortable. Although there are the box is secured with a padlock. I won't be able... Inspector, I'm only to enter the...
Ouais, mais... Ouais. Mañana comme une autre.
I need a bit of... This is the stupid as long as... A shortwave... There are... but not... Although...
Ah, mais non.
Matt is digging in his... I won't get anything out of him as long...
Ah oui, mais...
Matt is digging... I won't get it...
ouais, mais...
first, it doesn't seem like I need the right.
Bah ouais, mais...
The bolt is too short to get him. I'm at a loss without it.
Ouais, mais...
The Baroness, I better not bother her.
Ah, mais là, je tourne en rond, là.
I think, although
Je tourne en rond. Ouais, mais là, je tourne en rond.
I'll leave the scissors here.
Ouais. Et puis carrément.
I need a. I'll leave. I made the acquaintance. I'd better.
Ah ouais, mais là, je tourne en rond, je fais rien.
The box. The box is. Inspect. I'm only to enter the freight.
Ouais, mais comment tu veux faire? Tu vas aller où? Ah, mais c'est impossible leur truc là. Tu vas où après? Tu fais quoi? Ah ouais, mais... mais y'a rien. Ouais, mais...
He doesn't make. And he'll. The door is. I'm at a loss.
Bah... Oui, mais...
The violinist. One can. We Swiss are crazy. We don't just have a lot. Matt is digging in his heels. I won't get anything out of him as long.
Je fais quoi?
I have no reason.
Ah ouais, mais... Ah ouais, mais... Ah oui, mais tu veux que le japote comment? Ah oui, mais... Bah oui, mais il veut pas lui parler?
Matt is digging in his. I won't get anything out of him.
Bah oui, mais il veut pas lui parler?
Matt is digging in. I won't get anything.
Il veut pas lui
Matt
parler?
is digging in his. I won't get anything.
Ah ouais, d'accord. Ah ouais, d'accord. Ah ouais. Ah bah voilà.
Would you like a butterscotch?
You think you can bribe me?
I have no reason to. You made trouble and got punished for it. Take it as a peace offering.
Just 4?
If I'm faster than you, there'll only be 3.
Hey!
Friends again?
Mm-hmm.
All right then. And no dangerous nonsense anymore.
Okay.
Your mother is Lady Westmacott's companion, correct?
Yeah, but it's not like you think. At first I thought, boy, you must be really wicked if you need to pay for friends. But the lady's really okay. A bit odd and really old. But other than that, she's great. She likes me.
The lady has peculiar taste.
Hey!
You and your mother, do you both live on Lady Westmacott's estate?
I'm only there for the holidays. Most of the time I'm at boarding school.
I imagine that's not very pleasant.
No, it's fine. I have friends there. You always have to be so quiet in the lady's house. And I'm not allowed to bring any friends.
Such a big house with so many places to hide and no one to play hide and seek with.
You said it.
And how long has your mother worked for the lady?
2 years.
And your father? What does he do?
He stayed home. I used to go fishing with him. And hunting. He even let me shoot a real gun.
And then?
Then Mom fought with him. And he left. I was 7.
Oh. And how old are you now?
In 8 months, I'll be 9 years old.
And do you already know what you want to be when you grow up? A burglar?
No. We'll see. Maybe an actor.
Really? Well, I don't know. You need a lot of talent for that. I'm an actor in a theater group, you know?
You are?
Oh, yes. And I'm one of the best in our group, if I may say so. I get really deep into my roles, you know? I don't just talk like the character. I think like him. I become him. It's the only way to... Matt, are you okay?
I think you just have to be good at copying things to be an actor.
That wasn't bad. Disturbing, but not bad. The Baroness in the second compartment over there is missing her purse. Do you have any idea where it could be?
Do I ever? That guy over there with the violin case?
What about him?
He picked up something in Zurich and put it in his violin case.
Really?
Yeah, and he made sure that nobody saw him.
But you saw him.
Uh-huh.
Did you also see what it was?
Nah, not really. But now that I think of it, it must have been the Baroness's purse.
I should look into it, shouldn't I?
I think so.
Tell me, have you seen the steward anywhere?
No. He was walking around a little while ago, though.
Hopefully they didn't forget him in Zurich.
What's he supposed to do?
I'm looking for a key to open a compartment door.
Did you check his things behind the counter?
I'm sure the drawers will be locked.
Can't you break it open? Or pick the lock like the Raven?
Perhaps. But I'd need a piece of wire or something like that.
Ask my mom. She has a lot of hairpins. She doesn't like the wind messing up her hair.
Thanks for the tip. So long.
So longer.
Tu vois, il est pas si...
The violin case looks pretty old, but that doesn't say anything about the quality of the violin. The best violins are often in the oldest cases. Excuse me, sir. About the purse.
Ah, yes? Has it been found?
Someone saw you with your violin case on the platform in Zurich.
What's the meaning of this? I didn't steal anything.
Nobody said you did. I just wanted to ask you whether you might have noticed anything on the platform.
Ah, well...
Why did you think I was accusing you?
Well, I thought... because you mentioned my violin case in the context of the purse.
Apropos, may I have a look at your violin? It must be a very extraordinary piece.
Oh, that's not possible. It's a genuine Guarnetti.
Very valuable.
Very. And also very sensitive.
What could harm it here? Light? Air? May I ask you to open the violin case?
No, you may not. I'm not guilty of anything.
I'm afraid I have to insist.
Then I'm afraid you need a warrant. I will not stand back and let you rifle through my belongings.
Have a good trip.
Thanks.
En fait, je savais pas qu'il y avait un Y. Et en fait, avec Y, tu vois tous les... Attends, je reviens. Et en fait, avec Y, t'as accès à tout ton inventaire. Là, c'est Canyon, utilise journal, tu vois. Ouais. Et ça, je savais pas. Tu vois.
For brave constable. There are thousands, but nothing would just... Mrs. Miller?
Yes?
Please excuse my unusual request, but Matt said you have some hairpins. Could I borrow one?
One of my hairpins?
It's a long story. It would be a big help.
Well, if you really need one.
Go ahead, Mary. The constable won't do it any harm. Will you, Mr. Zellner?
Bon, ben voilà, j'ai eu un petit bug de box. Petit bug de box. Petit bug, ça arrive. Ça arrive.
That's it. There we go. This should help. I bet I could really get a grip on the boat with these.
Well, come on then, hurry up.
Hello?
I barely left the window ajar.
Nothing to see.
Ah.
Are you okay?
Yes, fine.
Do you have any idea why the door was locked?
I don't know. Or maybe the constant vibrations caused the lock to lock itself.
You can't possibly believe that.
Well, then what's your theory?
The conductor could have locked it from the outside. On the other hand, it could have been someone here in the compartment who locked the door from the inside.
Who? And where have they gone?
They could have climbed out there.
Who would be that insane?
You tell me, Professor. So, what are you hiding in your bag? What do you have that would be worth stealing?
No, nothing.
No valuables?
Certainly not. Not on my salary.
It was enough for a first-class compartment on a luxury train.
That's my business.
You're playing a dangerous game, Professor Lucien. I'd like to look around a bit.
Of course.
Assuming there really was someone in the compartment, and he climbed out the window, where's he gone? What's this?
What do you have there?
It's a button. From a suit or a uniform, I guess.
The burglar might have lost it.
Maybe. Or maybe not. If I notice anyone with a missing button on his jacket, I'll ask him about it. But I wouldn't get my hopes up. If there was a burglar, he climbed out the window and jumped off the train. I really wonder what the professor is hiding from me. But I can't just rifle through the luggage of innocent citizens. This is the 60s. Wow. You have a very nice fountain pen. Pricey.
If you'd managed to decode hieroglyphics that boggled the best minds of the last 3,000 years, you'd have received a gift like that as well.
The Bible, Grimm's fairy tales, Moby Dick, and gin, whiskey, and rum. All classics. No, nothing interesting. Professor Lucien?
Yes?
Oh, nothing.
Well,
He's hiding something from me, and I have to find out what it is. Goodbye, Professor.
goodbye.
All right, Matt. Tell me now. The violinist won't let me check his violin case.
Of course he won't. He's hiding something. Should I distract him? Then you can have a look at his case.
What do you suggest?
I could tell him there's a suitcase full of money in the next carriage. If he's a thief, he'll definitely want to take a look at it.
I don't think he'll fall for that.
Or I can insult him and then run away. He'll try to catch me, and you'll have a chance to look in that violin case.
Now that I think about it, this is something I have to attend to on my own. It would be expecting a bit much from a little boy.
Little boy? You must be kidding.
Sorry, Sheriff, but your idea about distracting him is good all the same. So long.
So longer.
What are you doing? Didn't I make myself clear? The window stays closed.
You're not alone on this train. I want the window open.
Swiss politeness doesn't seem to be what it used to be. I'm not going to catch a cold because of you. Go somewhere else if you don't like it.
I've no idea what I'd say to Matt. no sense. The violinist would close the window immediately, and I wouldn't have enough time to search his violin case. I've no idea what I'd say. The kid's not on the warpath anymore. I don't think he'll be causing any more trouble, for the next half hour anyway. I think the violinist is hiding, but to be sure that Matt was right, I have to get a look in the violin case. How can I do that without the violinist's consent? I think the but to be how can I think the but to be how can I do it? I've no idea. We Swiss, we don't just... I've no idea what... Luna's drops. A glad Luna. And because the most. John Surtees won the Formula One. Make it too loud. I've no idea. The violinist is uncooperative. I'm not authorized to search his, but I have to come up with something. Matt says the violinist put something in his violin case on the question is, how credible...
Ah oui, mais pourquoi continuer par les...
I've no idea. Makes no sense. The kid's not on the warpath anymore. I don't for the next half hour. I've no idea. We Swiss are great. We don't just have a lot. We Swiss, we don't. That makes. I've no idea. The kid's not on the warpath anymore. I don't for the next. I've no idea. The Baroness seems to have. I better not. Professor Lucien.
Door is open. How can I help you, Constable Selma?
I'd like to have...
Oh,
Did the burglar... Here's something. Might be fingerprints. They're tough to make out, but I do believe there are some... If I had a forensics kit, I could make the prints visible. Professor Lucien?
yes?
Oh,
Well,
goodbye, Professor.
goodbye.
We don't... I've no idea...
Oui, mais...
That makes... The tip of the toothpick is stuck between the window and the runner.
What nerve! I'll complain to your superiors.
Well, that's not what you expect to find in a violin case. An old one, but probably still fully functional.
Hey, what are you doing there?
I was taking your case for safekeeping, since it was left here unattended. When I picked it up, the cover unlatched.
I never leave my violin unattended.
Ah, then no one else could have put this purse in your case.
Someone must have snuck it in, like you.
For sure. And you have a pistol in the case because...
I don't owe you an explanation. It's mine. I have a gun license. Now, take the damned purse to the Baroness and leave me in peace. Just get lost.
It won't be that easy. I'll report the incident to the Italian authorities in Venice.
Oh, Inspector, did you find the Baroness's purse?
I did indeed.
You did! Out of my way, James. Oh, wunderbar. Tremendous work, Inspector.
Constable, Baroness. Constable Anton Jakob Zellner at your service. May I ask you where this beautiful train is taking you?
To the madhouse, I'm afraid. One is close to the brink of insanity with this constant shaking and rattling.
Have you ever tried flying, Baroness?
Do you know how little luggage one is permitted upon an aeroplane? It defies all reason and good taste.
Have you heard about the burglary at the British Museum?
Heard about it? I'm directly affected by it.
How so?
I'm in charge of the Friends of the British Museum. And for your information, I'm financing the exhibition.
Exhibition? What exhibition?
The exhibition in Cairo. Where did you think we were going? The eyes of the Sphinx were supposed to be exhibited
Ah, ça va.
together for the first time in
Je suis
decades.
passé un petit peu
Now that one of them is
ce matin quand tu
gone,
diffusais
the
sur ton
exhibition
jeu
will be
de
rather less
ton jeu de voiture.
sensational than we'd hoped.
On the other hand,
Quand tu
there's a
roulais
chance
sur le
that all the
circuit de
obstacles will
Nürburgring.
generate more attention, and that the exhibition will still be a great success.
Perhaps.
Je sais pas quelle voiture tu roulais, mais je sais pas avec quelle voiture t'étais. Mais
Can you tell me anything about your fellow passengers, Baroness?
No, not really. I could hardly care who's penned up in here with me. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Lucien is here, the professor. Poor fellow. The eye of the Sphinx that was stolen belonged to his collection.
Professor Lucien is an Egyptologist.
But of course.
Ah non, pas du tout.
Of the Egyptian department of the
Ah non, pas du tout, ça laguait pas, non.
He has to be.
Ah non, pas du tout.
Really upset him.
J'ai même cru que c'était ton frère, tu vois.
I'll take my leave of you now, Baroness, and I do hope your journey becomes more bearable.
Ah, yes, indeed, Inspector.
Constable. James?
Je croyais même que c'était ton frère. Parce qu'il m'avait dit qu'hier soir il allait streamer sur un jeu. Mais le problème c'est que le jeu, bah hier j'ai attendu mais il a pas streamé. Ah, il dit tiens, il stream pas.
How can I help you, Constable Zellner?
I believe you and the inspector do know each other.
What makes you think that?
It seems like the two of you are running a haulage company specializing in safes.
I won't comment on that. It's a matter of international importance.
Tell me, Professor, would you happen to have a key in your briefcase? And if so, would it still happen to be there?
Then all would be as it should.
That's what we hope, at least. All the same, it would have been a simple matter for a thief to make an impression of it. Right, Professor?
Oh.
And the break-in? It wasn't an issue for you? Even though you're the head of the department where it occurred?
All right.
Mais il y avait pas de lag, hein. Il y avait zéro lag.
And shocking. And I didn't know what to do, okay?
And you couldn't just tell me that.
The fewer people who know about it, the better. I can't trust anyone.
Il y avait zéro lag.
You're not only going to Venice, are you? Could it be that your journey will continue? All the way to Egypt, perhaps? I'm on your side, but the more you lie to me, the more difficult you make my job. I'd like to look around a bit.
Of course.
Mais franchement, il y avait aucun lag.
Goodbye, Professor.
Goodbye.
Ah bah le test est concluant. Hein. Bah, pour moi du moins le test est concluant. Après.
Pardon me, sir.
We could have used you a few minutes ago.
Pour moi, le test que j'ai vu ce matin, il est concluant. Hein. Pas de lag, image nette.
The butler, this James, seems to have escaped the Baroness. Good day to you, sir.
Can I be of any assistance, sir?
I wanted to ask you a few questions. Where did you and the Baroness board the train?
In Paris, sir. The Baroness was there on behalf of a charity that she supported for many years.
So you weren't in London when they broke into the British Museum?
We may have been, actually. We left for Dover bright and early the morning after the burglary. But it was in Paris when we first heard of it. The morning paper in London didn't mention the unfortunate event, sir.
And just 2 days later, you're on a train bound for Switzerland. The Baroness certainly gets around.
Indeed, sir. We're practically always on the go.
What can you tell me about the Baroness?
Nothing, sir. A butler does not tattle.
If you'll pardon a rather odd question, are you really named James? That would be a lucky coincidence in your line of work.
My name, sir, is Clive.
Ça, on s'en fout que c'est pas le meilleur à défiler.
Your second name is Alfred. Yet the Baroness calls you James.
Tu crois? Oui, quoi. Arrête!
Only for no suited to a butler, sir.
Tu crois que le jeu que je suis en train de faire, il est mieux?
Isn't butler an odd choice of career? Butler. Many would say it's a strange job.
It is true that I am one of a dying breed, sir. The war claimed a generation of butlers.
Have you been to war as well?
Indeed, sir. I was a groom for a cavalry officer.
When you British talk about war, one is never sure which war you mean. It seems the situation hasn't changed much since the 30 Years' War, has it?
Shrapnel from a
Aucun
bomb
jeu
dropped
est
by a Fokker would not have
aucun jeu est meilleur ou pas
been
meilleur,
the
hein,
first years
Redemption.
war, sir.
No.
Toi, t'as une bonne qualité de diffusion.
Goodbye, James. Oh, Alfred.
Je vois pas pourquoi que tu.
I don't think he can tell me anything more of interest.
Je vois pas pourquoi
The
que
butler,
tu continuerais pas à streamer. Hein.
seems to have escaped the Baroness.
Non, franchement, t'as une très bonne qualité. Voilà, quoi.
I don't think the Baroness has any more information, and she's not the most pleasant conversationalist either. Professor Lucien.
Door is open. How can I help you, Constable Zellner?
I'd like... Oh! They're tough to make out, but I do... If I had a forensic... Goodbye, Professor. Mrs. Miller?
Yes?
Thank you for your hairpin, Mrs. Miller. It really got me out of a jam.
Oh, really? That's good to hear. And thank you for bringing it back to me. Not everybody would have.
I'm a Swiss policeman, madam. I couldn't do otherwise even if I tried. Goodbye, Mrs. Miller.
Goodbye, Constable.
Ça, c'est ce que tout le monde me dit depuis un moment, ça. Que le jeu le plus intéressant, c'est Cyberpunk.
I'd better let him read his newspaper if I don't have any pressing questions.
Bah, on verra. Si mes finances me le permettent, ouais, on verra. On avisera.
Inspector Legrand.
On avisera.
I got Professor Lucien into his compartment using a pair of pliers.
Did you notice anything inside the compartment?
The window was open. Someone could have climbed out.
And the professor?
Acted suspiciously. He rummaged around in his leather bag.
And?
He seemed to have found what he was searching for.
Good. Good work.
Now, perhaps you could give me some information.
All right. We should...
What? The light's gone out.
Flashlights! Ah! Get off me!
There, sir. An envelope.
My dear Nico, You should take a closer look at the box.
What the dickens? It's a...
Away with it! Take cover!
Oh dear. Oh.
Is everyone all right? Are you hurt? Quick thinking. Well done, Zellner.
I think the tunnel collapsed.
Then he's trapped. Hurry, we have to lock the second exit.
Sir, there's a fire up ahead. The engine's burning.
It's a distraction. Hurry, block the exit.
But sir...
The fire will consume all the oxygen.
He's right, Inspector. A fire in a narrow tunnel is extremely dangerous.
Merde! Go to the front of the train, find the engineer, and tell him to move the train out of the tunnel.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready? You have to uncouple the freight car. You understand?
I understand.
I'll see to the passengers. They should all wait in the tunnel. We'll check each one in turn as they go out.
Let's get to it.
Et toi, tu vas te le prendre ici, Punk?
The inspector's trap failed. The thief must have got wind of it. Worse than that, he turned the tables. To win a game of cat and mouse, you have to know who is the cat and who is the mouse. I'm sure I could uncouple the car if I only had enough light to see what I'm doing. Pills for my heart. I'm supposed to take one.
Moi, ça va dépendre de...
It's still quite warm and too warped to open.
Moi, ça va dépendre des finances. Hein. Ça va dépendre des finances. Je dis pas que je vais pas essayer de me l'acheter, mais ça va dépendre. Ça va vraiment dépendre des finances, quoi.
My God, what a fire. I hope Constable Oliver can at least reach the engine. A lot was damaged by the sudden stop, but the bowl was thick enough to survive the fall. The last of the candy has vanished. Measured against the exploding freight car, I think the railway will overlook the loss.
Oh, pardon me. I did not mean to scare you.
What are you doing here, Doctor?
Legrand asked me to check whether there are any passengers left on the train.
Really? No one is here, except for me and you.
Excellent. Then I will continue searching at the front.
Did anyone act suspiciously before the explosion? Did anyone leave their seat, for example?
I was the only one on the train who wasn't seated when the freight car exploded. Thank God. Otherwise, I would have been caught by the blast as well.
You certainly were lucky.
Perhaps I was. What happened over there? The inspector said something about gas canisters that exploded.
Parce que mon autre chaîne, j'avais trop d'abonnés par rapport au nombre de spectateurs que j'avais réellement. Donc
He didn't want to scare
C'est bien d'en avoir, une quantité astronomique. Mais c'est encore mieux quand le nombre d'abonnés que t'as correspond au nombre de spectateurs que tu as. Et moi, voilà, c'était pas le cas. Et j'avais fait l'erreur aussi, sur mon autre compte, de m'abonner à des personnes qui se sont pas abonnées à moi. C'est l'erreur que je faisais, et voilà quoi.
How are the passengers? They are in a state of shock.
Maintenant, je me follow qu'à ceux qui se follow à moi.
And the sudden stop were frightening enough, but then the explosion, the dust, everyone.
Parce que si c'est pour te follow à des personnes qui se follow pas à toi,
the American woman bring Lady Westmacott to safety. They are waiting outside in the tunnel. One entrance is blocked by a fire. And the other one seems to have collapsed.
Continue to search the train. I'll decouple the buried freight car.
All right.
Doctor? Can you give me a few matches?
Oh, certainly.
Thanks. I'll meet you outside.
Do hurry.
I don't see Legrand or the constable, but I can make out the silhouettes of some of the passengers. They seem to be unscathed. All the same, the fire is getting bigger, and I don't have much time. Carling Black Label, a British beer. No good. Insufficient alcohol content. For practical purposes, I mean, not for drinking. Champagne. The finest. Maybe we'll open a bottle if we get out of the tunnel alive. Until then, though, it's no use to me. Whiskey, scotch, rum, liqueurs. Enough to entertain everyone on the train all the way from Paris to Istanbul.
Bah voilà. T'as tout compris. Ça sert à rien d'avoir ça sert à rien d'avoir 1000, 2000, 3000 abonnés si c'est pour te retrouver avec si c'est pour te retrouver avec 0 ou un abonné quoi. Ça sert à rien.
Rum from Austria. Believe it or not, it's 80% alcohol by volume. There's no way anyone would drink it straight. I filled the bowl about a third of the way with rum. Phew, strong stuff. I noticed the extinguisher earlier. Doesn't match the decor. I suppose that the railway company had to comply with safety regulations at the cost of aesthetics. It'd be useless against the fire out there, and it's too cumbersome to carry around. At best, I can use it here. All right, let's go. The wheels came off the track during the explosion. Even if it were possible to pull the car out of the rubble, you wouldn't get far with it.
Je fais là le truc là, je démantèle le machin et puis après je fais remonter moi.
I can feel cold metal and a screw thread, and a lot of grease, but I can't do more without light. There's a noticeable draft here. Maybe it's because of the fire, or perhaps there's still a hole through which the air is coming. The ladder will be quite welcome. It will buy us some more time. I can feel, but I can't. Okay, I'll smear some grease on the curtain. I can feel cold metal and a screw thread, and a lot of grease, but I can't do more without light. I'm sure I can uncouple the car if I... Hello? Nothing. I think the noise could have come from the roof of the saloon car. The coupling mechanism is down there, but I can... There's a pretty intense draft here. The fire is sucking up the oxygen. I should concentrate on uncoupling the freight car. I'm positive that Legrand... I broke the leg off a beautiful chair, and knowing the Swiss Federal Railways, they'll bill me for it. I shouldn't be wasteful. One burning... I expect the rum will burn like ethanol, but I better not test that theory in the bottle. I expect the rum will burn... I expect the... A burning match. The other passengers escaped from the train. If I don't hurry...
C'est quoi ce jeu? C'est un jeu...
I expect the rum. I expect the rum from Austria. Believe it or not, it's 80. I expect the rum will burn like... There's a pretty intense...
Salut des kings. Le but, là, c'est de...
I filled the bowl about a...
Ah ouais, mais... Ouais, les torches couvertes d'huile.
I should...
Bah là en fait il faut que je démantèle faut que je démantèle la voiture, mais je sais pas comment faire.
I filled the bowl about...
Ah ouais, mais...
There's a...
Ouais, mais...
I can feel cold metal, but I can't do more without...
Ah oui, mais sans lumière. Bah oui, mais tu fais comment sans
I'm
lumière?
sure I could uncouple the car if I only had...
Bah oui, mais... Bah oui, d'accord. Oui, mais plus de lumière. Oui. Je suis d'accord avec toi, mais on fait comment pour avoir plus de lumière? Bah pour ça on continue après, mais ouais, mais
I filled the bowl about... I filled the bowl...
Oui, je suis d'accord, mais...
I feel...
Ah oui, mais... Ouais, voilà, mais ça marche pas. Ah oui, mais... Ah oui, mais... Ah oui, mais je peux pas apprendre, attends. Ah oui, mais ça marche pas, je peux pas apprendre, attends. Ah oui, mais je peux pas apprendre, attends.
I filled the bowl... Strong stuff.
Ah oui, mais je peux pas apprendre.
I bought it last week. Second hand. It was...
Oui, mais avec quoi? Ah oui, mais ça marche pas. Bah, apparemment, oui.
I expect the rum will burn like...
Attends.
I expect the rum will burn like...
Eh, mais pourquoi ça va pas s'allumer? Eh, mais pourquoi elle veut pas allumer? Eh, mais elle s'allume pas. Elle veut pas allumer.
I expect the rum will...
Bah oui, mais... Oui, mais...
Oil and grease burn bright and hot, but they also require a hot flame to combust. A normal match won't do the trick.
Ça marche pas.
I filled the bowl about a...
Ah oui, mais...
I expect the rum will burn like ethanol, but I better not...
Ah oui, mais ça marche pas. Bah ouais, mais il y a un bug là. Il y a un bug. Rien ne fonctionne. Ah oui, mais...
I expect the... I filled the bowl of... Strong stuff. I bought it last week. It was... I expect... I filled the bowl... Oil and grease burn bright and hot, but they also require a hot flame to combust. A normal match won't do the trick. I expect the oil and grease.
Attends, il y a peut-être un truc que j'ai pas vu là.
I expect the rum. Oil and grease burn.
Ah ouais, mais...
I expect the rum.
Ah oui, mais... Ah oui, mais... Rien ne fonctionne.
I filled the...
Ah ouais, mais rien ne marche. Salut Anto. Bah ouais, mais...
There's a pretty... The coupling...
Tout ce que je fais, rien ne fonctionne. Mais... Y aurait-il de la... Quoi? Attends. Y aurait-il de la cire, de l'huile, quelque chose de la sorte? De l'huile? De la cire? De la cire, de l'huile ou quelque chose? Y'a rien.
I can feel cold, but I can't...
Bah ouais, mais ça va pas s'allumer.
I bought it it was set aside.
Ah non, je peux pas. Apparemment, il parle de... Ah ouais, mais... Il parle des choses que je vois pas. Non, mais il parle de... Mais il parle de trucs que je vois pas, donc... Y'a rien.
Rum from Austria.
Y'a rien. Ouais, mais t'as rien. T'as que dalle. Le bol... Ouais, mais t'as rien. Ouais, mais t'as rien.
I expect the...
Ouais, mais avec quoi? Ouais, mais ça marche pas.
The greasy cloth is wrapped tightly around the chair leg. That looks promising. Rum from Austria. Believe it or not, it's 80... I filled the bowl up...
Ah oui, mais...
Pills. I'm supposed to take...
Ah oui, je suis d'accord, mais... Ah, mais t'as rien.
I expect the rum...
Ah oui, mais...
Oil and grease burn bright and hot, but they also require hot...
Ah oui, mais... Y'a rien. Utiliser rhum fort avec, mais y'a rien. C'est ça le pire. Y'a rien. Y'a rien.
There's a pretty intense...
Y'a rien et puis on voit rien. Y'a rien du tout. Y'a que dalle. Ouais, mais y'a rien. Y'a rien. Ouais, mais avec quoi? Ouais, mais ça marchait pas. Y'a rien.
Pills for my heart. I'm supposed to take one.
Y'a rien et que dalle. Et que dalle. Dans les petites secondes, je regarde sur internet, hein, parce que... prends le temps, Utiliser les ROM forts avec... mais avec quoi? Y'a rien? Ouais, mais ça marche pas. Attends, je regarde sur... Attends, attends, oh, attends, ils abusent là.
Oil and grease burn bright and hot, but they also require a hot flame to combust. A normal match won't do the trick. The greasy cloth is wrapped tight. There's a pretty
Mais oui, mais il marche pas le truc. quoi ce délire?
Some matches.
Torche couverte d'huile, bah oui. Ah ouais, non, j'aurais peut-être pas dû... Ah ouais, non, j'aurais peut-être pas dû... Ah, mais on fait comment pour une arrière? Ah ouais, on fait comment pour une arrière? Oh putain. Ah ouais, j'aurais peut-être pas dû j'aurais peut-être pas dû merde. Ah ouais, non, j'ai fait une connerie. J'ai fait une connerie.
Some matches, and half of the book to get the flame going.
J'ai fait une connerie. Parce qu'en fait, j'aurais pas dû la couvert d'huile. J'aurais pas dû la couvert d'huile.
Oil and grease burn bright and hot, but they also require a hot flame to combust. A normal match won't do the trick.
Ouais, mais j'ai regardé une vidéo sur YouTube là, mais apparemment... Non, apparemment le mec il a réussi à allumer, mais apparemment elle s'est éteint direct.
Rum from Austria.
Ouais, mais t'as rien, c'est ça le problème, c'est qu'il y a rien. Y'a rien là, t'as rien. T'as rien du tout là, t'as pas de. T'as rien. Là, tu peux pas aller plus loin. Attends, c'est apparemment le mec que je regarde sur YouTube, il y arrive pas non plus alors. Apparemment il y arrive pas non plus alors.
I filled the bowl of...
Ah ouais mais... Y aurait-il de la cire, de l'huile ou quelque chose de la dont dans les parages? Ah oui, mais... De l'huile, t'as pas d'huile là, t'as que de l'alcool. Le rhum... Ouais, mais le rhum pour quoi? C'est ça le truc. Avec quoi? Bah oui, mais c'est le problème avec quoi?
I expect the rum will burn like ethanol, but I better not test that theory in the bottle.
Ah ouais, mais...
I expect the...
Je suis d'accord. Ouais, mais...
I expect the rum... I filled the bowl about a third of the way... Phew, strong stuff.
Ah oui, mais... Verser l'alcool sur la... Bah oui, mais c'est ce que je fais, ça marche pas. Ouais, mais ça marche pas. Ouais, mais ça marche pas. Ah oui, mais ça marche pas.
I filled the bowl about a third of...
Ah oui, mais...
The greasy cloth is wrapped tightly around the chair leg. That looks promising.
D'accord, mais...
I filled the bowl...
Ah oui, mais avec quoi? Putain, mais comment il a fait le mec? Putain, comment il a fait le gars sur... comment il a fait? Il a réussi le gars, mais je sais pas comment il a fait. ville. Ah oui. Bah, c'est la cause, c'est la torche. Ouais, mais ça marche pas. Ah oui, mais ça marche pas.
Rum from Ost?
Oui, mais... Bah oui, mais ça marche pas. Bah oui, mais ça marche pas. Il y a un problème. Il y a un problème. Bah oui, mais...
Pills for my... I'm supposed to...
Il y a un problème, là. Il y a un problème.
Pills for my
Il y a un
heart.
problème.
I'm supposed to take one if I have pain.
Il y a un problème.
I haven't needed them yet.
Oui, mais ça marche pas. Il y a rien de façon simple. C'est simple, rien ne fonctionne. Examinez les bols remplis de rhum. Ah oui.
I filled the bowl about...
Ah oui, mais... Torche couverte d'huile.
The greasy cloth.
Ah oui. Ah oui, mais...
I filled the...
Mais ça marche pas, ouais. C'est... Non, là, il y a un truc qui... Il y a un bug, hein. Il y a un bug, hein, c'est sûr. Il y a un bug à ce objet, hein. Il y a un bug, c'est obligé. Ah, là, malheureusement, je crois que si, il y a un bug. Pas possible autrement. C'est pas possible autrement. Je mets verser de l'alcool sur la torche. Marche pas. Donc rien ne fonctionne. Donc tu vas quand même pas me dire qu'il y a pas un bug, qu'il y a pas un problème. D'accord, jusqu'à d'accord. Attends. Tâche convert des éminépaules remplis de balles.
I filled the bowl about a third of the way with rum. Phew, strong stuff.
Pourquoi il veut pas le mettre le...
I filled the bowl about a third. I filled the.
mais pourquoi il veut pas le mettre?
I filled the bowl.
Ah, voilà, c'est bon.
Just as I expected, the alcohol burns with an almost invisible flame. I'm the god of fire.
Eh ben putain. Putain, il était temps. Il était temps. Attends, j'avais ma émia parce que on doit pas me voir. Ouais. Je reviens. Ouais, la forme. J'ai galéré à ouvrir une torche, mais bon, la forme quand même.
That's better now.
Oh là.
A lever on a pressure sleeve running along a thread. Aha! I can uncouple it with this lever. Okay. There we go. Time to get out of here.
Listen, everybody. Listen! Robert, what's the situation?
I couldn't find the engineer, so I got in the driver's cab myself and released the brake.
Alright. Good job. You too. Listen, please!
Matty! Where's Matt? Where's my son?
Relax, madame. I'm sure...
Help! Matty! No!
Matt, where are you? Oh. Matt, are you there? Nothing. The engine and the coal tender are burning stronger and hotter. The airflow is feeding the flames. I have to decouple the wagons immediately. Sooner or later, the engine will be blown apart. Damn, that makes things extremely complicated. The emergency brake either was damaged in the explosion or was sabotaged. But whatever, it's not working. I think I should try to uncouple the locomotive. I mean, how else can I stop the train? I suppose this handbag belongs to Miss Miller, Matt's mother. Lady Westmacott's bag is probably smaller and more expensive.
On va dire que c'est Hercule Poirot suisse.
Matt? What on earth are you doing there? What were you thinking? Come out of there.
Is he gone?
Is who gone?
The man.
What are you doing on the train anyway? Why didn't you wait in the tunnel with the other passengers?
I wanted to get my pistol.
Your pistol?
There's so many cops and thieves and explosions and everything. Then I need a pistol too.
Makes sense. What about this man?
There was a man. He was coughing.
One of the passengers?
I think he came down from the roof.
All right. First,
sauf que le Poirot qui était belge, sauf que le Poirot qui était belge, je crois qu'il n'est pas chauve.
Matt saw something. It could prove to be very useful, but if I don't stop the train soon, I won't be able to use that information in this lifetime. Soft towel, very comfortable. I'll wrap it around my neck to keep my hands free. What have you got yourself into? Couldn't you have just let it be? But no, of course not. And now you're here, on an out-of-control train in the Alps, responsible for the life of a child who'll be doomed without you. What are you waiting for, eh? Time to save the day. My situation isn't that desperate. The tanks don't seem to be damaged. The water is still running. Professor Lucien's suitcase. Unlike the leather bag, he left it behind when he fled the train with the other passengers. I don't think there's anything interesting in it. Whatever the professor is hiding from me, it's in his leather bag.
Eh ouais, encore dans le train. Bon allez, je vais dans la truc de la bonne là, et puis dans la baronne, et puis
I can't get in. I presume the Baroness's luggage toppled over and is blocking the door.
Allez. Hop là. Un train dans les Alpes, un train dans les Alpes. Ici. Hey, hop. Tu veux qu'un, c'est... En fait, le problème avec ces jeux-là, c'est que c'est un jeu qui devait sûrement être sur PC, à la base. Et le problème, c'est que quand t'as une manette entre les mains et t'as une souris, c'est pas pareil. Une souris, si ça se trouve, à tout à l'heure en tout. Si ça se trouve, une souris, j'aurais compris qu'il fallait que j'enflamme le rhum avec une souris. Parce que tu déplaces avec ta main. Mais avec la manette, pas évident, quoi. C'est pas évident. C'est pas du tout évident. La preuve, hein. Bon allez, je vais aller faire mon petit tour. Je vais aller faire mon petit tour, je vais pas aller loin parce qu'en plus il fait nuit. Bon, je vais, histoire de un petit peu de m'aérer la tête un petit peu. Puis après, je vais faire du Fortnite. Un petit peu. Je l'ai fait sur ma Switch, hein. Bon allez. Merci d'être patient en tous les cas, et puis voilà. Allez, à tout à l'heure, rédemption, et puis voilà.